I'm training for Manchester Marathon. We're not too far off the race and I am overdue to be fair, a long run. Now today's video isn't going to be my normal Run With Me long run marathon training edition. I'm going to be out running with my husband. He is a Centurion runner. He's ran 2 100-mile races. The second time he did it, he actually came second place as well. He knows his stuff, he knows what he's doing, especially when it comes to long distance running. So I've decided to let him take over my run today. He is deciding how far we're going and where we are going. He's deciding the route, the elevation, the distance. He's not decided the pace. I am going to take control of that. The whole way through this run, I'm not gonna know how far we're running. It's just a little something I'm gonna do to try and just, take the pressure off, give that to him. I'm just gonna run where he tells me to. If he tells me to keep running, I'm going to keep running. When he tells me it's over, then it's over. Fingers crossed, he's not too brutal on me. Just for a little bit of context, during this part of my training, so I have ran marathons previously, I have ran an ultra marathon previously, but if you haven't been before, I have been injured recently and I've just got back into running. I've moved a year and a half ago and struggled because the hills in this area are ridiculous. In preparation for this particular marathon, in this training block, the furthest I've ran is 11 miles, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's 11. I'm not too sure if he's gonna go double that or if he's just gonna go easier on me. He'll decide. And just in case this is the first video of mine that you've come across, hello, my name's Lucy and I've been on a running and weight loss journey since February 2020. Back then I weighed 230 pounds and I couldn't run for more than 30 seconds at a time. I looked online to try and find someone who was relatable to me, my situation, someone who looked like me, went through the exact same struggles as me and yet still went on to become the runner that I would only ever dreamed of being. Unfortunately, I never did come across that honest, relatable runner. So to cut a very, very long story short, I've since ran a lot of miles and I've lost a lot of weight. So I've decided to create the content that I needed to see back then and probably still do need to see, to be fair. Okay, let's get the Ultra Pro Vision 8 trainers. They are dirty, but we're gonna get them dirty anyway. I'm gonna get those on. I'm going to do a bit of a warm-up in the house and I will see you out there. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. That's the first mile done. And to be honest, it feels like it went pretty quick. And it was right because it was mainly downhill, but I still feel not 100%. I'm hoping it's going to be a case of the first 2 miles are going to suck and then it will like click in, but that doesn't always happen. So we'll see how this goes. Not feeling like 100%. And I also think I overdressed, so there's no surprise there. And that's 2 miles in. Honestly, I don't feel that good. I was just telling Matt that my legs don't feel right. I feel really tired already. And I feel like I'm running a lot quicker than I am. Like the energy I'm putting out feels more than the results I'm getting. Don't know what's going on there. But that first mile that I didn't feel right, it didn't ease at all. So yeah, gonna keep going. The annoying thing is as well, it's been kind of like basically flat this whole time as well. So when we actually do go and get the heels, I don't even want to think about it. Let's get to mile 3. And yeah, let's just get to mile 3. We're not quite at mile 3 yet, but we are getting there. Because Matt chose the route, we're actually doing a route that I probably wouldn't have picked, to be fair, to start this run. We're now nearly at 3 mile and I'm on a long incline. that I absolutely tackled brilliantly on Sunday. No, Saturday. Right now it feels like my legs are burning and it's like running through syrup, that feeling. And I'm nearly, not even 3 miles in yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's nerves or I didn't rest long enough. I'm fatigued. Oh, this sucks. I'm not even at 4 miles and I am now officially walking. I've hit a hill. It doesn't look like a hill. I hate that about these videos. It's an incline and it's a long one and I hate this incline. Recently I've been tackling this incline with not too much stress, fair amount of ease, you know, not complete ease, but I don't know, maybe because I'm nearly 4 miles in and I wouldn't have chosen this hill at this point in this long run. At this point, I don't know what's going on with me. I never normally walk the hills like this, so I don't know. I actually feel like I could cry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's probably started off worse than I could have ever imagined. I carb loaded last night, I rested yesterday. I wasn't doing like big miles but throughout the week, but I did do 3 back-to-back runs, but I had no choice. They were the only 3 days I could go running, and if I didn't pick those 3 days then I wouldn't have been able to go running at all. So yeah, I don't know. Poor Matt has got to pick my miles to make it a long run, but I don't know. I'll just keep going until he tells me not to. But I'm walking and it's really upset me. So yeah, okay. That's 5 miles done now. We are on the training area, so the hills and the wind is going to be tough on me. And I'm not going to lie, I did have to walk back there to get to mile 5. Not the whole mile, maybe like 0.1 if I'm generous, just to get to there. And these 5 miles feel like I've done 10, 15, like it's horrible. I'm not feeling good still. I'm still waiting for that moment to click. Fingers crossed it does, but at the moment, yeah, I'm not feeling too good, and I'm just trying to block out the fact that I don't actually know how far I'm going to be running. Is it going to be the same again? Is it going to be double what I've already done? If it's a long run, chances are it will be, but I need to get out of this mindset. I just don't feel great this whole time, the whole way through. Even though I'm moaning like constantly throughout this run, Matt's still not going easy on me. I'm forced to run the grass because look, he wants me to run on in road shoes. I've got road shoes on, Matt. He's moaning, but I swear, this is slippy. Oh, she don't know what to say, like, this is the worst run ever. Ever. Is it worse than the 11 miles? Probably on par, to be fair. I have cried twice already. Okay. If anyone comes to me for inspiration and motivation, I'm sorry, but today, I don't think I'm providing that. I'm just providing realism, and I'm not sugarcoating anything, because this is awful and I'm waiting for it to get better. I feel like I could just play the same clip again and again every mile, because I felt the same every mile. That's 7 mile, and I had to walk some of that mile, and yes, I cried again because this is horrible. Right, I'm 7 miles in and I'm miserable as heck right now, so I'm going to give you some running facts, okay? Everyone tells you, including me, the hardest part is getting out the front door. The hardest part is getting that outfit on, putting the trainers on, going outside that door. That first step outside the house to start your run is the hardest. Now, I do believe that is an extremely difficult thing to do a lot of the time, but at the end of the day, the hardest part of running is the run itself, the physical act of actually doing the run. It's horrible, it's rude and unnecessary and horrible, and I hate it. Can you tell I'm having an awful run? I'm on another uphill, so I'm going to put you away before I start swearing. I hope you can hear me. The wind is quite strong at the moment, but we are now 9 miles in, and I just walked up a really steep hill. Even Matt said, yeah, this is quite steep, this one, you should walk it. So I got the green light for once. Yeah, I've had a big meltdown, more tears. Good job I brought tissue, because it wasn't pretty. Blew my nose, shook it off, and I haven't been able to get many clips because there's loads of people playing soldier around here. Like, I have no idea on the area, like where I am on the area, and Matt has brought me to like wherever the soldiers are practicing. They are here. They're not here now, they've just left, but they're all over here. And I kept saying to Matt, oh, there's some over there, I'm not going to film them. I said to Matt, are you sure we're allowed here? And he's like, yeah, of course we are. So I'm like, okay, you're the soldier, you know the rules. I'm just gonna follow along and cry every mile. I also keep standing on these rocks, so I have to like watch where my feet go, because they absolutely kill if you land on them wrong. Oh, that's annoying. Finally, we're in double digits, and I've not cried since 8.5 miles, so we're on a good route.
You haven't cried since 8.5 miles?
Yeah.
That wasn't long ago.
We're at mile 10, it was long enough, I don't feel great, my hips are sore, my foot is really sore. I landed on a stone. I'm in road shoes, Matt, I'm in road shoes, and I didn't know you were going to bring me to that part of the area. Right, we're gonna have a row. I physically can't vlog and run at the same time now and argue with him. 2 hours and 4 minutes. This is awful. He hasn't let on how far we're actually going yet. And honestly, I don't even care to ask. It's none of my business because I don't care anymore. I've just succumbed to the fact that if I need to walk, I will walk. There's nothing, do you know what I mean? There's no shame in that whatsoever. I'm comparing my long runs, this training block, to my long runs first time I ran Manchester Marathon, and there wasn't walking like there is now today, but I also wasn't running on a military training area, so there's that. Okay, let's get to mile 11. Over 11 mile in, and Matt just tried to make me go down there. It's so muddy and so slippery, I nearly fell. I can't even run on the grass, it's that wet. But now we gotta go this way, which apparently is even further. And I was determined, I'll just walk through there. But he cut me off and we gotta go this way, so here we are. So tired. Okay, update on how I'm feeling. My hips are sore, my knees are sore, my calves are sore, my feet are sore, and I've got like jelly fatigue feeling around my whole body. Oh, and my back hurts. Other than that, I'm not enjoying it. Just either way, I'm just outright not enjoying this. But at least I'm over 11 miles done, which is further than the last time I had a terrible long run. Swings and roundabouts, I guess. I know you said we can be here, okay? I know you said we're allowed, but that, hold on, that is very clearly a red flag, Matthew. I don't know if I caught that, but he just said they're always out. Oh, okay. So we should just ignore them. You're not supposed to be out when there's a red flag, Matt. Nearly at 12 mile, I'm just having a bit of a walk break, but I know where I am. And I'm just trying not to do the maths to work out how far it is back to where we started. 12 mile already. Even if it's another 2 mile, I'm just going to be like, no, but it's more than 2. Spoiler, it's more than 2 to get back. This is really tough. My legs are really aching and my feet, the bottom of my feet killing me. I'm not used to these distances, especially not around here. And yeah, the muddy trails, they were not forgiving on my feet today. Well, with all that whining and tears, you got me to run a half marathon, Matt. It wasn't gracious, attractive. I don't know what word I'm looking for. It wasn't great, but I did it. I'm still doing it. I just used to walk now. Oh, I'm so tired. The fatigue that I feel in my body is crazy. Like, this is what it felt to run the marathon previously and to run my ultra previously, except my ultra was definitely harder because it was 30-degree heat, brutal heat, and I also wasn't hill trained like at all, so you know, there's that. But yeah, I just don't feel amazing, but considering how bad I felt throughout this whole thing, I'm proud that I kept going. Although to be fair, the route that Matt chose kind of like forced me to keep going, which is something that I actually recommend, that if you're watching and you're kind of like new to this and you do struggle to keep going, I definitely recommend finding a route that you run out. Say like you want to do 5 mile, find a route that's 2.5 mile out the way, and you have to run 2.5 miles to get back. And once you're 2.5 mile out and you're thinking, I can't get to 5, you have to get to 5 because you have to get home. So it kind of forces you to get it done. That trick has worked with me quite a few times, and I think he knew that I was going to be moaning, so maybe not as much as I have been, but yeah, I think that's why he chose this, because the route that we did, even if I was to turn around and go back, it was still miles and miles back to where I came from. So there's that. Okay, I'm just gonna do a bit more walking. I have a big hill coming up, and yeah, I'm so tired. My hamstrings are tight as well. Okay, let's do this. Was around about this point in the run where I realised speaking to you wasn't going to be an option anymore. I was really struggling to just keep going. The fact that I didn't know how far the number was, like the mileage was, I didn't know whether that was actually helping or hindering me in the moment. I knew where I was, and I roughly knew how far I had left, and the more I thought about that, the kind of like harder it felt. My body just felt so fatigued. I was so tired. And also, I didn't really feel very well for this run at all. I didn't even have any breakfast before the run. And I knew about an hour in, I'd made a huge mistake there. For some reason, I thought taking some gels and just going and getting it started, I'll be absolutely fine. I wasn't. So fueling, 100%, made a mistake there. I should have had a decent breakfast before setting off. But we did make it to the end, and we finished a 16 mile. Matt did turn around and say to me, oh, the surprise is we're actually going to go and do another loop, so it's another 16 mile. We've got an ultra today. No, Matt. Shut that idea down. Looking back at this run now, considering how much I walked and the elevation that we did, I'm really happy with my time and my pace of this run. But for now, I'm going to love and leave you. Let me know in the comments below how you're getting on, if you've ever had a run just like this. And I will see you guys soon for some more updates.